Are the Akatsuki the greatest villainous group in the history of anime? I think you could be hard pressed to tell me otherwise. Each one of these guys' members could fight the strongest ninja in the Naruto world that can contend with Kage. We see it against Gaara, we see it against Tsunade, we see it against other Kage, right? A fights some of these guys. Pain takes out an entire village. Yeah, these guys are strong. Let's go ahead and rank them. I don't think we're going to need a D tier. Let's be honest. These guys are all awesome. We're going to go ahead and put them on here, starting with the first one to die, Sasori. Sasori, as far as Akatsuki members go, honestly, I think he's a bit average. Maybe above average? Maybe? You know, he has his puppets. He has, you know what, maybe above average. He's so unique with his puppets and with the other stuff. Well, I guess all he has is puppets, but he has a freaking 1,000 of them, I think, or 100 or whatever it was. And we actually see Sakura get some love fighting against him. It's like one of the things that Sakura does. First things that she does in the series, so that's cool. But yeah, Sasori, good story, good character, strong, gotta like him. Deidara, yeah, he's gonna be an average for me. His whole art thing, it is cool. You know, he's a legitimate threat with his explosive clay and all that, but probably just an average. He is very powerful, of course, as all of these guys are, but just didn't really strike home for me as much as some of the other characters. Hidan, I'm going to also put in above average, being a masochist and having a religion, which is one of the only times we see religion explicitly mentioned in Naruto. Hidan, his religion, he has to cause pain and feel pain himself. He's so, I was going to say enticing, that's a weird word. He's so compelling for me. Somebody who fought against Asuma and killed Asuma. Very compelling as a very interesting and different character. He actually doesn't end up dying in Naruto. Buried alive and then, you know, comes back in Boruto. Spoilers there if you haven't watched Boruto, but it's been out a while, so I think I can say that. Yeah, above average, I think he's a good character. Kakuza, I really like him. Basically having all the different nature release types, being able, you know, with the different hearts that he's stolen from other shinobi. Probably average, though, because at the end of the day, I mean, yes, he has very interesting jutsu, but he's kind of just a guy that throws attacks, right? Like, he's old. He was around in the age of the first Hokage. I feel like his backstory is almost more compelling than his attacks and stuff, but in terms of the Akatsuki, these guys are so awesome that... yeah, just gonna probably put him in average. Yeah. Orochimaru, gonna put him in average just because we don't really see him as an Akatsuki member that much. By the time of the series, he has left the group. He did try to take Itachi's body, take Itachi's eyes, and Itachi quickly showed him that he was not going to do that. So Orochimaru, gonna put him in average just because we didn't really see him in that group. Speaking of Itachi, we're gonna go ahead and have him next, and absolute GOAT character. GOAT in every way. GOAT storyline, GOAT attacks, GOAT power. He's probably not as powerful as some people hype him up to be. You know, he's not on the level of, like, obviously, like, Rinnegan Sasuke, or even, like, full internal Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke, or even, like, some Naruto's forms with the Nine Tails chakra modes. But he's so intelligent and plans so far ahead with his different... you know, with killing his clan, why he does that, the backstory involved there, different stuff. Itachi, absolutely going to put him in GOAT tier. Itachi is one of my favorite characters in all of Naruto. Kisame, gonna probably put him in average tier here, or excuse me, above average tier. I think he's really cool as just a big, brutish character, but when he fights with Guy, you do get a lot more personality to his character. His weapon, Samehada, is very interesting, being able to suck out chakra from its enemies. I thought his fights were a lot more interesting than Deidara's, especially. Maybe we do need the below average for Deidara. I'm sorry, Deidara. Below average, right? At least as far as Akatsuki members go, perhaps we do need that tier for Deidara. Yeah, Kisame, if we move Deidara down, I think Kisame can probably be an average tier. He is a really cool character. He's a nice foil for Itachi, but I feel like he's very compelling more because he is that foil in a lot of times. I like Hidan better than him. Do I like Sasori better than Kisame? That's kind of close, honestly. all these guys are pretty close. But we're about to get into some guys who aren't. Pain. That probably didn't sound good at all, but yeah, Pain, GOAT. Absolutely one of the most destructive characters in the Naruto series. One of the most powerful at the time of his, introduction. Absolutely wrecked everybody. Killed Jiraiya. Killed Kakashi. Killed a million other people. Killed the Leaf Village. Literally destroyed the Leaf Village. Did what, so many other people wanted to do. And finally stopped by basically Naruto with absolutely everything he could muster. I mean, Naruto, he used Sage Mode, he used eight-tailed form of his nine-tail, tail beast. Pain is absolute GOAT. I don't really know how you could argue otherwise. Conan, gonna put her in above average just because she has very, very unique abilities with paper. She actually does almost kill Toby, which was really unexpected at the time. Toby only surviving because I believe, it's been a while, I believe he used Izanami to survive. So, yeah, the fact that he had to go that far. So Conan, above average character. I like her relationship with Nagato and Pain and, all that. As one of the original members of the Akatsuki, I think she's an above average character. Sasuke, I think, was awesome as an Akatsuki member. I'm not sure that he was ever officially a real Akatsuki member. I mean, obviously he had the jacket, so I guess that means he's an Akatsuki member. But yeah, I mean, he was awesome. When he was wearing the jacket, he takes on, I believe at that point, did he have it when he took on the 5 Kage when he fought A? I'm not sure he had it then, but he definitely had it when he fought Killer B. And Killer B actually bodies him, which is actually funny looking back on. Because at that point, Sasuke thought he was kind of untouchable, and B showed him that he wasn't. So that was pretty cool. But I thought Sasuke really turning... I mean, he had already been Darth Sasuke for a while, but turning more into Darth Sasuke after he gets Itachi's eyes and all that, I thought it was pretty awesome. Toby as Toby, where he still has the mask on. Gonna put him above average. He's a very different character. Very comedic. They put him on this list twice, so I'm going to rank him separately. Toby, very, like I said, comedic character. Essentially what Toby was is Obito Uchiha with Setsu, basically letting Setsu talk for him, because Setsu, was, inhabiting his body, right? He was kind of merged with him, Spiral Setsu, that is. I forget the exact kind of relationship they had, but yeah, Toby, as far as the comedic character goes, I'm gonna put in above average. He was pretty funny, and then you always kind of got the feeling that he was toying with them. We do see Kakashi and most of the Konoha 11 catch up with Toby and try to fight him, and none of them can touch him. So yeah, he shows that he is pretty much holding back. Obito, gonna put him in awesome tier. Definitely an awesome character. I'm not sure how to quantify them separately, though. If they were together, honestly, I'd put them in GOAT tier. But just they're different parts by themselves. I'm going to put them like this. I don't know if that makes sense, but Obito, going to be awesome for me. Awesome backstory. By the time of the reveal, we had already kind of guessed that it was Obito, and they throw you for a loop because he says he's Madara, and then obviously that's proven to not be true. So people already kind of guessed that it was going to be Obito, but once the reveal happens, they did pay it off. It was awesome. He gets the Rinnegan. He kills Conan, obviously prior to that, but lots of stuff. Obito, awesome. I guess he was Toby when he kills Conan. I don't know. Obito's awesome. Setsu's whatever. Setsu's kind of annoying, actually. I feel like they could have probably split Black, White, and Spiral Setsu into 3 different characters. Because they do have 3 different personalities. Black Setsu being the shadow, the will of Kaguya, and the presumed will of Madara, but actually of Kaguya. So you do have that element there. White Setsu basically being the army, and then Spiral Setsu having more of a personality and working with Toby especially. I'm gonna put him in below average just because he's not from the begin. He appears all the way back in regular Naruto after the original Sasuke and Naruto fight. After Sasuke leaves Naruto for dead, Setsu shows up. He had been watching the fight, and the entire time he's really built up. It seemed like to be a really strong character, and it's not that he's not strong. It's just he's much more of a supporting character than he is an actual, bona fide member of the Akatsuki. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in below average for that reason. He's obviously a very important character, but yeah, below average there. And then Madara. I guess Madara isn't technically a member of the Akatsuki when he, is reanimated and everything. But yeah, definitely a member for what we're speaking about. And he's a GOAT. I mean, Madara is a lot of people's favorite character, and I understand why, because he comes back and he decides that nobody can fight him. He's just ridiculously powerful. His fights are ridiculously epic against the Five Kage as well as against an entire army. I'm gonna put him in GOAT tier. I think that's where he belongs. And guys, that is it. These are the Akatsuki members ranked by what I feel like. Again, these are not by power. These are just by my opinion on where we should put them. What do you think? Did I put anybody too high or too low? Maybe we go ahead and throw Toby in here up in awesome tier just so we have something a little bit more even there. What do you think about that? Let me know what I should do next in the comment section or anything else you want to see. And if you like tier lists, consider subscribing, guys. But either way, I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.